live. Hello, YouTube coin community. It's me, Robert, with Cointalk. How you doing, everybody out there? We got a full house. The only one's not going to be here today, guys, going to be Nick's Coins that I know of. I'm not certain about JB. I haven't heard from him. He might be at the Pentagon. I know, Nick. If you're out there, Nick, say hi. But she's out at Boston watching the game, I believe. So we're going to take in today, guys. We will be showing. Basically, it's going to be your air and variety coins. That's what the topic's going to be today. We'll have a Q&A. If you have any questions, hit the question mark. But first things first, let's get to the news. And you know what? There's Brad with the news. Take it away, Brad.
Hello, everybody. Well, let's go with the Coin Show report. June 21st to 23rd, Raleigh Coin Show in Raleigh, North Carolina. On June 22nd only, Baltimore Stamp and Coin Show in Lutherville, Timonium, Maryland, wherever that is. June 22nd, also St. Louis Numismatic Association in St. Louis, Missouri. June 23rd only, Ohio Coin and Collectible Show in Westlake, Ohio. Palm Beach Coin Club Show, Green Acres, Florida. The Trevios Coin Show, Trevios, Pennsylvania. Van Nuys Coin Show in Van Nuys, California, and the Old Bridge Coin, Currency, Collectibles, and Stamp Show in Old Bridge, New Jersey. If you've got anything that's collectible, they probably want to see it and deal in it in Old Bridge. Also, the New England, New England Sun Coin and Show, Devons, Massachusetts, on June 28th to 29th. Concord, California Coin and Stamp Show. Of course, that's in Concord, California. And don't forget the big Greater Cincinnati Numismatic Exposition, July 25th through 27th, Sharonville, Ohio. Notable departures this week. Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. Today, Donald Sutherland. And remember, at 4:50 today to celebrate the solstice. Robert, on the longest day of the year, back to you. That's nice, Robert. Take your
Okay, yep, there we got it. Okay, yeah, that was, hey, blame that on the producer. He's the one supposed to unmute it.
Thank you,
But
Brad.
everybody should be unmuted. Say hi. We're going to start with right there, Alden.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coin Chat, and it's good to see everybody. Hope you learned something. I know I learn something every time we do this. So let's have a good time.
Right next to him is Blue Moon B. Blue, go ahead and introduce yourself, honey.
Hello everybody, I'm Blue Moon B. You guys know me, and I'm happy to do the show for Coin Op again every single time because I have a ball, and just like Alden said, I learn stuff every single time. So I hope you guys are learning stuff. Thank you.
Okay, and right below Blue Moon B is, everybody knows him as Mr. Bell. Just Joe Durbin. Go ahead, Joe, say hi.
Hi.
You can expand upon that a little bit if you'd like.
Man, a few words.
Hey, looking forward to it. Thank you, everybody on the panel as well for being here.
Okay, and right below that, or right beside him, I don't think he needs to be introduced, so maybe we'll pass on him, though. Go ahead, Brad. Have at it. And, well, I didn't think anybody could have less words than Joe, and you know what? I'm pleasantly impressed.
That was good.
Hey, like I said, I'm pleasantly impressed. Okay, I know, let's see, Blue, did you get anything? The only reason I'm asking you is because I know Alden's got something, Joe's got something, and Brad's got something to show. So I'm just asking you, Blue, if anybody sent you or if you got any coins to show off.
No, not as of today, but are you talking about cuds?
Whatever we're showing varieties and errors. I figured I'd just leave it open.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to show, I don't care. I don't care if it's a double die, I don't care what it is, really. I just figured I'd leave it open for everybody to see.
No, nothing right this moment. I can go grab some stuff, but yeah, no, nothing right this moment.
Okay, well, I do know, I don't know who. Let's put it up to you because I know you just showed a very, very nice die clash. I'd like to see it again, know a little bit more about it. So we're going to start with Alden. And then after that, we will, I don't know, in the private chat, Joe and Brad fight it out. Pick eeny, meeny, miny. It don't matter to me. Either one of you guys can go because I know, Joe, you got stuff from Ronald Harris.
Yep.
And Brad, I know you sent me stuff. So okay, we're going to start off with Alden and go ahead and let's give Alden the channel and let him go through. Alden, describe it. Let us know what you got so everybody knows. There you go.
Okay, here we have a 1984 die clash, and as you can see, it's pretty prominent. This happens to be a graded coin. It's graded MS65. But I love the die clash. That's a pretty cool one. This I got from Go Durban a few years ago. It's the first one I'd ever saw, and it's a waffle coin.
Oh, yeah.
That's a waffle nickel. And here we have probably my favorite. Robert, tell them about this coin that I happened to find, I think, 5 of.
This here is the 1960 large over small date with the RPM 100. This looks to be a mid die state because if you, well, see, I don't think, yeah, I cannot show it because I don't have any control of his screen, but there's a little die cut on the inner loop of the 6. That fills up more and more the later the die state comes about. Slow down there, Alden. You're making me dizzy. There, right there. That's
Very
good.
nice, Alden. Very nice.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Joe got that out of one of the rolls that I sold to Joe, and Joe sold to you. I think.
Probably.
Yep, sure did. In fact, I found 2 in this particular roll. This was the first one I ever found, and I kept it. So,
Okay.
It's a nice.
Nice.
All right, let's see. Here we have. Let me back this out a little bit. This is, you have to go around this one. It's a die cut, and it's actually a triple die cut. It's got a little one there. Wait a minute. Let me find it here. Here we go. That's a pretty good cut. Everybody see that all right? There you go.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's a deep.
Alden,
Okay. Yeah.
clip.
Clip.
Okay.
Yeah, you said cut. Those were
Okay. Sorry about that.
incomplete.
This is a magician's coin, and it's a 64, as far as I can tell.
If there's any chance you can, Alden, you might want to back up a little bit. You're almost too close for this particular coin.
That's about as far back as I can get and keep it in focus. This is the magician's coin, double-tailed. So I flip it over, and it's a magician's coin. It's very well done though, and it is silver. The weight's off, but it's pretty nice. And here's an off center. Yeah, center coin. See, here's the planchet, and then it barely caught it. That's a nice off center. Got another one here. That's about it for me. So I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
Okay, everybody. Listen, real quick, Margaret Davis asked, are any of those coin apps good. Guys, anybody here use any of those coin apps? Because I personally do not use a coin app at all.
I don't either.
What? I do.
Yeah.
I have the gray sheet on my phone, and then I also have AppMex, but that's not, that's the gold and silver stuff. But yeah, no, I use gray sheet, and I get their email. They work good. What's Daniel's called? I can't remember what it's called, but it's very good. His app, Daniel's. Yeah, and I used to have it on my old phone, but I'm still doing everything on my new phone, trying to get all the stuff back on my new phone. But Daniel has a very good one. I can't remember the name of it though at this point. So that'd be nice if somebody told me so I could put it on my new phone. Daniel's cell phone app. You guys don't know? I know Robert does. Robert, you should be able to remember the name of Daniel's cell phone app. You don't? You guys.
No, I don't. He took.
Oh, you guys.
I never listen. I did not do any. I didn't help him with that. The only thing I know about is working on the AI for grading Morgan dollars. That's why I sort of kind of know that pretty good. That's supposed to be incorporated, I believe, with the app, but I'm not certain that is even done yet. Sorry, no clue.
I'm pretty sure he has one, though. He has a cell phone app, but I can't remember the name of it right now. But Gray Sheet's good. I use Gray Sheet. She should try that. It works good. And look through her emails for Gray Sheet. Gray Sheet is good on emails. At least it is for me.
Oh, that's yeah. There's a lot of new apps. I don't know which one's good, to be honest with you guys. I don't care what it is. I just have no clue. What are we doing? What's this shit, guys?
I don't know.
All
it was like talk to the hand, baby.
Yeah, talk to the hand because the ear don't hear.
Mark Thomas says he uses Coinoscope for foreign. I also use that, and I have Gray Sheet. But other than that, most of my apps are on the wall behind me in books.
That's mine. Mine's on my computer in Save Tabs. I've got all of my stuff. All my research is done on the computer. If I cannot find it on my computer, which it's getting harder and harder every day not to find something, but if it's not there, then I do go to a book. And
other way around, Robert.
Rarely, but I still do. I'll go down and I'll ask Brad to take and look at a book that he's got. So.
And the hand thing was, I had somebody walking behind me that didn't want to be on camera.
No, I know you were going talk to the hand. Yeah, I get it.
No.
Well, they weren't naked. I mean, who cares?
What were you looking at, Joe? You were looking at something with the loop. Cool. Whatever it was. Nice.
Looks like a coin.
That looks like a big piece of plastic with a little itty bitty coin.
I bet I can guess what it is.
Go ahead, Robert.
Do I get paid $1 if I guess it? And if I'm wrong, I'll give you $1, Brad. How's that?
I've got a Canadian dollar for you.
If it's silver, I'll take it. I bet it is a Lincoln penny with a drop letter on it.
You're muted there, Joe.
Joe, you're muted.
I said you're a genius.
Ta-da!
Drop letter. Ta-da!
Damn, am I good or what?
Oh, you were just bragging about selling that to him for more money than you thought God would pay.
Right?
Hey, well, he paid it. Your point?
Holy moly.
Nice, Joe. You're going to get that underneath your, let's put him up. Joe, let's get that. There we go. Now you're up there. There
cool.
it is.
Oh, there we go.
That there, guys, it comes with a story. Me and
It
Joe,
does.
we were well, Joe, I'll tell you what, you tell the story and do me a favor. Don't forget the part where
You go ahead, Robert.
Him.
You tell the story.
No,
Huh?
no. I want to hear it from Joe.
Me too. I want to hear it from Joe. Joe, it's your coin. You
Me
tell
too.
Well, you see, I bought this from Robert, and then I decided let's send it in, and we had a bunch of people that didn't think it was a drop letter, but we were on Alden's channel, right? I think we were on Alden's channel on a Sunday night.
Yeah, I believe you were. That's back when I was doing a
But we
podcast every
measured-
Sunday night.
Robert measured that, all kinds of stuff, and we all, gave our opinions, and we measured and did whatever we did and decided that's definitely a drop letter. And then we had some other people that argued and said it wasn't. And so Robert sent it off for me. We sent it to Annex. And then it came back with nothing on it. So he sent it back. And
now hold on. When it came back, I let people know. I just want to add this. I let people know that there was nothing on it, and I had returned it. And if you remember, there was a little bit of a upheaval
yeah,
in the universe of coin collectors.
yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we spent like a half an hour discussing, that coin. And I know Robert measured it several different ways. It was an interesting night that night.
But anyway, he sent it back into Annex, and then it came back with the drop letter designation, and he had sent them a letter with it, and I got copies of all that. But yeah, they did it. It was their mistake, and there's that drop letter right through the letter B there. You see, or under the letter B.
That is cool.
Right.
And I will add drop letters and or numbers. You only get one per drop letter or number, and after that it gets flattened out. You might get a ghost image of a secondary one, but very, very seldom, because all that is, guys, is grease and metal mixed together. It fills up the letter, which in this case it was the U. Which U? I have no idea. That fell out of the die, landed on the next planchet, got struck. You see the result right there. And after that, that U was probably smashed to oblivion, and there was no more after that.
Right. Yeah, it's a U, Polly, on a 58D wheat stem. So that's really cool, Robert.
So I
Yes,
have a challenge. Now you have to find the 58D cent with the filled U.
It's out there, Brad. You're right. I said the same thing. I agree with you. I totally 100% agree. There will be one out there. And
There'll be more than one of those, I think.
well, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. For people out there right now, there's a 1958D Lincoln cent. Turn it over. It's going to be on either probably Unum, or it could be on Pluribus. I don't know. One
Right.
of
How
those.
about you?
Well, what about you? It could E Pluribus Unum, but where's the U?
That's a cool one.
I think it would be great, Joe, and it'd be even better if they took and sent it to you as a present.
Right.
If I
It'd be
find
a
one,
nice
Joe,
gift.
I promise I'll send it to you. I really would.
Awesome. Remember this one?
Hold on a sec. We're gonna do what?
Oh, go ahead.
Hold on a second, Joe. Yeah, Bobby took and he's doing something. I'm not certain what. We're going to look at some kind of a photograph. I'm not certain which one it is.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is what I was talking about. Cuds. Imagine that.
No.
Look at that. Yeah, buddy.
This is a Mad Plus a Cud.
That's cool.
Wow.
Sweet.
Oh, this is a 1980. This is an 80 something. It's a die cud.
Is it
And on this one
82?
die, it says Oh, there we go. Now I can see a little bit.
Is it 82 or 89 or?
We're going to be an 89.
That's
could
what
be-
it looks like. Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. He's got the designation already because
Yeah, the question mark.
Oh, but it had a question mark.
There's
Let's see.
Yep. Looks like a nine.
Show me another photograph.
that's
I'm not certain. Well, if it's a mad, it's a very minor mad. Can you go back to the one that's got the designation on it with the question mark?
says it's a 1980 question mark.
Okay, he just got a 1980 with a question mark.
It's like a 9. I mean, it's hard to say.
Well, you should be able to find, just so that you know, who is it that sent that?
Coins flip. Kevin.
Okay,
Yeah.
you should be able to locate that. There is a website. I will look for it for you, and I will put it in the comments section, I hope. And you should be able to look that coin up.
Cuds on coins.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Do you have it, Joe? Because that's what I'm looking for. I got it in my saved area. I just got to find it.
Yeah, I have it here.
Can you put that in the chat then for people?
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
You bet.
I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I took, and it's just going to take me a minute. Guys, like I say, I got what Brad has behind him in a book library. I have bookmarks that is probably as extensive as that, and it's on everything from cuds to varieties, you name it. So, thank you, Judd. Yeah, or Joe.
You bet.
Yeah. Now with that coin with the cud, you can find out, and I think it's an 89. You can go to 89. It'll give you a list of all the 89s, and it'll show you all the die cuds. So you should be able to match that die cut up exactly. I mean, perfect. It's a really good site. They do a really, really good job, if you ask me. And I think it'd be easier if I potentially, right? Yeah, if I do the. Let's see. Did you? Oh, you took them out.
I'm going to get my microscope working next week. So I sitting here staring at it, but I don't know how to hook it all up with the, but I'm going to get it working next week so I can make sure I can show you guys some stuff I have. I don't have the microscope working. Yeah. Hooked to the whole podcast thing, the technical thing. I don't have that going on yet, but I will. I never thought about it. I didn't think about getting my microscope going. I have a pretty nice one. Yeah, I should use it. There, yeah, see, that's what I'd be doing, Alden, like that. Yeah. That's super cool, though, Alden. I can see it.
If I can get it focused, it's an off center.
Yeah. That's super cool. 1988. There wasn't a lot of, what do you call it? 1988 was one of the years where there wasn't a lot of, what do you call it?
Oops.
Oh, there was some, what do you call it? Errors and stuff. And 82. I just noticed this from just collecting them. I mean, I'm not like these guys and they know all the technical stuff, but I'm just saying that I found a lot of them in 1982s and 1988 is one of the years. 1983, you can't find them because there's not enough coins, period. They didn't make a lot of, I don't know what to tell you guys. Yeah, they're just hard to find.
Okay, real quick, guys. Margaret wants to know what's good to clean coins. Let's see. Joe Durbin, Brad Karloff, take your pick. Either one of you guys want to go at it? Get her.
Just don't do it. You don't know what you're
do
doing.
it.
Usually, yeah, just don't do it.
Yes, the opposite of Nike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
see
never
my
clean a
answer
coin.
in the chat. I told her never clean your coins because
Never.
never.
The only
There's
reason-
restoring and cleaning.
The only overt reason to clean a coin is if the contaminant on the surface of the coin is going to do more harm than the cleaning is going to do. And let a professional do it.
Right
That
on.
would be fingerprints, right, Brad? Fingerprints.
Not necessarily. How about PVC, B?
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
not. Yeah, they're trying to get that off, and it's not going to come off. It's just gonna
PVC,
ruin.
well, PVC will come off if you use pure acetone.
But you're not supposed to do it.
Okay,
What?
but just to let you know, Margaret Fortalina is my wife, so she's saying hi to you.
It removes the luster. You know when you use it. You
No.
know what I'm saying.
Acetone does not remove luster.
Well, if you rub it after that, yeah.
Oh, well,
Well, who said to rub it after that?
I don't know.
we're
but
not
people
talking
do.
about taking our coin to the massage parlor, B.
That reminds me of Brad with his statement just a little bit ago. It's like, you guys are making
Never
some
gonna
really
win this up.
Wow.
All right, go ahead, you guys.
You guys must be a bunch. What do you think, Joe? A bunch of wizards and witches here, future fortune tellers.
Holy moly!
Oh, my goodness.
People dry them and then they start rubbing them, and you know how that goes. Let's just go.
Robert, did you forget my nickname?
Sir Rub-a-Lot.
No,
This
no,
is a family channel. I don't want to take it. I don't want to be saying that word.
No, it's from my ancestry. I'm related to Vlad the Impaler, so I'm Brad
I
the
knew
Impaler.
it.
Brad
I
the
knew that,
Impaler.
Brad. That's really weird. I kind of knew that. That's weird.
Yes, I post all of my coins on a pike in the front.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark
On a
Thomas.
pitchfork. On a pitchfork.
No, on a pike.
On
On
a pike. Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
There you go. There you go.
Okay,
And it's a trident, not a pit.
thank you. Okay, now just to answer your question, since I can't get in the word edgewise, Brad B. To answer your question, Mark, I understand you taking and modern coins from metal detecting. If you're rinsing it off with water, you're not going to hurt that coin if it's been buried. I mean, I don't care if it's a rare and valuable coin. You've got to get it to a degree of recognizable, and with it having stuff caked on it, I understand. So yeah, good point though, what you're talking about. And in that case, that comes back to what Brad said. I think that's a better, that's acceptable.
Right.
But
Okay.
otherwise, don't clean your coins. Just don't do it. Yeah, they're just
Oh,
gonna.
you're still muted. You must have muted your own mic. Oh, never mind. You're okay. Now let's see here. About a roll, and someone had cleaned them. I was very upset. John Stewart or Stout, if you bought it from me, you could send it back. I'd be more than happy to return it. But everything I've ever sold, as far as I know, they're original bankrupt rolls, and I've asked people many, many times, and you're welcome to say it in the chat. I let the chat speak for me. But I tell you what, John Stout, wow, for somebody, how would they?
Robert, I can't mention who for legal reasons, but C2C
I know what you're talking about.
has a tendency to clean almost everything they sell.
Yes, and I know exactly who you're talking about.
And they have a great they have a great
nobody in this channel
feedback.
say we don't need no more hints. And
Well, but they have great feedback because if you complain, they give you your money back. But enough people don't know the difference and get stuck.
Right. I understand. Yes, I understand who you're talking about. I have taken and I've seen it, so I understand.
Paul Hampton, are you using your Dremel tool wisely?
I know, Paulie Boo. I tell you what, Paul, don't be giving no damn suggestions to somebody out there who might be a novice. Holy cow.
Exactly why I didn't say anything. Don't clean your
He
coin.
just likes to whiz.
Just don't clean
the
them.
coin.
Because there's cleaning and there's restoring. And cleaning is the worst thing you can do.
Or there's cleaning
Well-
and there's destroying.
Destroying, yep.
Well, that's fine, but I just got to find which one because I don't know.
Don't do
Well,
it.
how about the one that says the first set
First
of photos?
Your
First,
Try
first,
the first set. And
Your
I
first-
titled them first, second, third.
Brad, did you know your first one is a repeat from last week? Is that what you're wanting?
Well, but we're on a new subject matter, so it's okay.
You want to show this again?
No, that's not what I sent you. The
It's
first.
the first set.
No, no, not today.
Well, duh, that's what I was trying to tell you, but no.
Oh, you're a pain in the.
Well, wait a minute. Now, I didn't change these over, so I don't know exactly what's going on here. I got 2-second groups.
All right. Well, I counted the two twice. Try the one below that, the first one that I sent today.
That's what I was going to, and you told me no. How about this one?
Whatever. This is not the first one, but that's okay.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Is this?
Oh, nice, right here. I like that.
Oh, you found it, Robert. You're a genius.
Oh, duh. I
Oh,
mean,
But
my
Robert,
blind grandma has been dead for 50 years. Could find that one.
Holy moly.
Hey,
Holy
get-
moly.
who? Okay, B. I have a question for you.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
sir.
Is this a cud, a retained cud, or a pre-cud crack?
I'm going to say retained.
Very good. And why?
Because-
Don't change. Why
Sorry.
is it a retained
It
cud?
just looks like it's retained or contained. Contained. It looks like it's contained.
Okay, if
Oh,
you
God.
look,
I'm a good guesser too, Brad.
if you
Mute
look
me,
very
baby,
carefully,
mute me.
if you look very carefully within the quote unquote cud area,
Yeah.
you will see ghosts of the letters. So what's happened is that portion of the die has sunk down into the die face, but it hasn't completely left home, let's say. If that was a complete cud, the blank area would be higher than the rim. As you can see, the rim is still higher than the affected area, which will prove that to be a retained cud.
A worn retained cud, if we might say.
Well, sure, it's a worn retained cud, but even in higher grade, it still looks pretty impressive, and you can just barely see the ghost of part of the letters.
Okay, let me know when you want me to change.
Okay, you can go to the next one if you'd like.
That one.
That one.
Whoa, looky there. This reminds me almost of the Mad State from last week, only on a much, much older coin.
Yes, that is a 1840 half dollar.
See, I was right. It was older.
And I just tell everybody this coin just cracks me up.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. Come on.
Stop, B. Let me ask you a question, Brad. Is this got a significant or a sufficient amount of cracks to be construed as a shattered die?
I would call it a shattered die, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know. That's what I want to do.
Shattered. Huh?
I don't know who that was.
Shattered.
No, shatter. S, not C. S.
Well, we have to think of we have to give some credit to the Stones here. But anyway.
Okay.
There you go. I can't sing.
Okay.
God, I wish I could just reach out and smack her. Okay. But anyway, this coin actually also has a slight retained cud. If you look at the RI in America, yeah, thanks whoever put that up. Nick, I hope you drive off the road. Jeez.
Wow.
Not nice, Brad.
Yeah, well.
You guys are
Yeah,
terrible.
she's going to a Red Sox game. I'm trying
She's
to put
gonna
her out
have
of her
fun.
misery.
Well, what's
know?
wrong with her having a little fun?
You can't have fun if you're going to a Red Sox game. That's like sticking bamboo shoots up underneath your fingernails.
Oh,
You.
yes. Oh my goodness. Come on.
Okay.
Sports. Sports. Come on. Let her have some fun. I hope you have fun.
Okay,
Nick.
Amanda.
I hope you
Okay.
have fun, girl.
Amanda says would need at least one more crack. Okay, well, what I've never seen in print anywhere the definition of a shattered die. I just kind of go with, wow, it's just awfully broken up. Yes, I have some Coinosaurus Rex. I have something against the Red Sox. They beat the Reds in the World Series one year.
Let me know when we're ready for the next picture. Can I ask where I can send some pictures of my coins to see the value? And I'm learning about our history of each coin. Somebody give him an answer there.
Well, it depends. It depends on what your coins are. I mean, you could send a couple of pictures to Robert here, and we'll talk to you about them.
Let me know when I'm ready for the next photograph.
I don't know about you, but I am.
All I need is you need to let me know because I'm not changing until you tell me. Now, here we go, guys.
Do you know what that?
It's an 1807. Looks like is that a quarter or a half?
That is, well, come on, Robert. Everybody should know what this is. This is the most famous die crack in American numismatics.
Well, you know what? I'm not much into the bust. Okay, Alden Davis, which die crack is this? You're the one that does it right here. I can hold on. I can show you where it is. Looks like I can't even say what it looks like.
This is a cap bust $50, 1807 bearded goddess.
Is that what they call it?
That's what they call it. Yes, looks a little bit like Nick, but
I can't even say it well.
Yeah, Nick's saying Jose Canseco will be at a card signing this weekend in Southern Maine. Okay, have him sign the side of my syringe and send it back. But anyway, in 1807, this die broke rather spectacularly right through the chin, up through the eye, and the top of the cap. And it's one of the most desirable oddities in the cap bust $50 series. It's been a member of the Red Book since, I believe, the early 60s. So it's a very famous and valuable die crack. Bearded dragon, now bearded goddess. Liberty is not a dragon. She's a goddess. Thank you. You could get Jose Canseco to sign one side of the syringe and Roger Clemens to sign the other side. Nice. That's all I sent in that group of photos, isn't it, Robert?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's go to somebody else for a while, and we can come back to another group of my photos later.
Okay, let's go to Joe. You want to show what? I know Ronald Harris sent you some stuff.
Yep.
Yep, I see that. Yeah.
We got some error notes.
Like to see Ronald Harris stuff. Yeah. It's cool. Cool beans.
There we go.
Good.
What do you got here, Ronald?
There's the bearded god to go with the bearded goddess.
$2 bill, $1 bills.
You are fired up today, Brad. You're fired up.
Uh-oh. What was wrong with that picture, Robert?
We'll go to a different one.
Fired up today, aren't you, Brad?
I'm sorry?
Fired up. You're fired up today, Brad.
See?
Fired up.
I've got to be. I've been depressed, so I have to get happy somehow.
Well, good. Don't be depressed. Don't be depressed. I'm good at that, so I know. Don't be depressed. Don't let it get you. Life's too good.
1901.
Misaligned overprint.
Yeah, there's a nice error.
Now that
yeah. They were drinking. They were drinking when they printed that. They were drinking.
Now,
was ice on
what
the
makes
top.
you think they were drinking, B? Or you got something against alcoholics?
It just looks like they were drinking. I'm sorry.
That's a
I'm
cool
just
dog.
throwing it. There's no truth I'm just guessing. But it looks like they were drinking when they were doing that.
That's a sweet note. I like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
neat.
is.
Yeah. I worked at a print shop. That was my first job. I worked at a newspaper print shop, and I think they were drinking. I don't know.
Different serial numbers too, huh, Ronald? Nice.
I think it's very nice, though. It's very nice. Yeah, that's weird. How'd you get a hold of that thing? That's really neat.
That's different too.
Yeah, you just don't find them every day.
What's that,
Mismatched
B?
serial numbers.
What's that, B?
Mismatched. I said you don't find them every day and mismatched serial numbers.
The one that's up on the screen now. What is that?
Oh my gosh. Okay, is it a mismatched serial number?
No, come on. Look at the big thing on the top. It's a butterfly.
I just saw it. Can you cut me some slack?
That's a butterfly. When you sit, when the piece of paper folds out that was
Oh, I see.
folded under, it's a butterfly.
That's pretty
I
cool.
need to increase the zoom, Brad, because I'm getting to where I can't see that good anymore.
Controlling the plus sign there, B.
I get it, Robert.
I'm kind of thinking a trip to the optometrist might be in order.
Oh no!
I just got a 23-inch
did
screen
that
over here
recently.
to my right that I can look at.
Huh?
Ooh, that's a nice overprint error.
Offset.
Yeah,
Print. Offset.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is very cool.
Oh, put Amanda's comment up quick. Put Amanda's
What'd
comment
she
up
say?
quick.
Good job, Amanda.
Okay.
Better fold.
It is not a gutter fold.
I didn't even see the fold in the beginning.
Can we go, Joe? Can you go back to the note before that for a second, please?
You bet.
Yeah, I didn't even see it at first.
Okay. So if you look at the top, that's an extra piece of paper that's attached that was folded down when it was cut, and so it was underneath. So that's a butterfly. A gutter fold is if there was a white area that's not printed that goes down through the middle of the note that folds and unfolds like an accordion. Do you have a gutter fold in one of your errors, Joe?
No.
Okay. So a gutter fold will appear normally printed, and then if you pull on the note a little bit, it expands, and then there's an unprinted area. Ronald Harris is sending a gutter fold. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Amanda wasn't watching, just listening. Okay. It's hard to see what we're talking about if you're listening. But thank you, Amanda. There it is. For those of you that want to know what a gutter fold is, there is a gutter fold.
Nice.
The other picture was very dark and it was hard to see.
Okay.
And I didn't even know that white part was attached.
Yeah.
I've never seen either one of those.
Looked at it. He's like, look
Joe,
at
go
it.
back to the $5. Go back to your $5 now, the one that was a little dark. Oh.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
Nope. What the heck? He must have sent one.
Looky.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's try.
I feel for you, Joe, because that's the way Brad sent me all this stuff, and I was like, yeah, now I got to untangle it.
Right.
Okay. So, can you lighten that up any or no? Or make it bigger? Okay. For those of you that are having trouble, that's better. If you can see, there's green printing on as you're looking at it, the left side of the note. That's offset printing from the reverse. So
because they print the reverse first.
No,
right?
it's I believe it's because they got stacked on a wet sheet. I'm not 100%.
That would make sense. No,
okay, but John Stout wrote in, I have a 1928 red star note. Can't find it to check it. Is a valuable note.
There's a star note website.
Is it a 2 or a 5?
Yeah.
It's going to depend on condition, denomination, and exactly which 28 it is. So
Exactly.
we need a little more information. John, if you can send a picture of it, it'll help out a lot.
Yeah. Send it to one of the emails that you see.
Send it. What's the email, Robert, to get it straight to you? Florida put it up.
Errors2you.com.
Florida will post it here and say, there it is. So
There you go.
errors to you at
Thank you, Florida.
AOL.com. If anybody out there has an image of something they want to share with us, send it to Robert there and it'll be up. The StarNote website, I'm not familiar with that website. Neat.
Gosh, I am, but not on this computer.
How about this one, Brad?
That looks like a quarter.
Quota.
Quata.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but look
for
closer,
Nick.
Brad.
Yes. For Nick, that's a quata.
It's a quata.
It's a quata. You can buy a chata with it.
Look closer, Brad.
It's not a quarter. That's up. It's an upside down quarter. It's a rotated reverse, 180 degrees.
No, it's a die clash. I think that's what the arrows are for.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Let's see here. There's some more of that die clash right in here.
Yes. So because it's showing die clashing on both sides of the coin, what does that tell us?
They didn't polish or change either die.
What else does it tell us?
What else?
Over polished dies?
No.
No.
I don't know, you guys. Dang it.
That's okay. I'm trying to get Robert to answer, but that's
trying
okay.
to get him to cough it up. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what the heck answer you want. I mean,
I want the right answer, Robert.
I think that was the right answer. They didn't
This is
change
funny
them
as
out,
well.
and they didn't polish them out.
Holy
Robert,
mackerel.
Robert, it's one of the right answers. This is one of those multiple choice questions that has numerous right answers. It tells us
all of the above.
It
That's
tells
all
us
of the above.
Thank you, B. It tells us that both dies were equally hard on the Rockwell scale because they impressed their images on each other. If a die clash shows up on one side of the coin only, it tells us that if the dies weren't changed, that one of the dies was harder than the other. Now, that's important to know for bus coinage because they had no way of exactly measuring the temperature. It was all Kentucky windage. So quite often, one of the dies was much harder than the other.
Thank you, Brad.
You just
That was
took
very
what
informative.
he just did, guys, is he just explained to you the Rockwell hardening test, which like 1 out of 100 probably knows what that is, even with specialists.
Well, I explained it that it's the
I understand. I would like to continue finishing my story. If you are lucky enough, guys, from time to time, you can actually see on a die, because they will very, very, very seldom use the die that they actually had used the Rockwell hardening test on, and it'll be most probably a very small diamond and or a circular. And now I'm just trying to tell you guys the rest of the story. If you happen to see a coin with a Rockwell die on it, they're about as scarce as a drop letter and or number. So I just wanted to finish that off because, like I said, what Brad started to tell you guys is extremely scarce. So there you go.
Where do they put the marks, Robert?
They taken normally, okay, it's not going to be within the first partial part of your die. It's usually going to be closer towards the inside of the die, because what they're doing is they're testing for the hardness of the actual steel that they're using. Very, very, in fact, I think in the description I read, they don't mess with them anywhere near there. Robert's pulling this up, guys, some of the Rockwell hardening testing equipment and stuff. But it's usually towards the center of your die.
Thank you. And it's not Norman Rockwell. Sorry, guys.
No, it's not. Robert, pull up that Lincoln right there, about the second picture. Pull that, make it
The Konica.
Yeah, right there, that one there. Yeah, go ahead and visit, and then you can, or right click and put it to where it's in its own. If I had it on mine, I could do it.
Good question.
Huh? Oh no. Yeah, just take and right click that and open in a new window. Huh?
I gotta present that.
Not going to open
Do
the
you,
window.
Brad, do you know exactly when they started using digital?
There we go. There is your okay,
That's
guys, right there.
different.
See where that's at? Now that one there, there's one that's extremely scarce. That 88 with the dot right there close to the rim.
Okay.
Because normally they're right there where Robert's at right now in the center. That's normally where they come out at. Very seldom do they do them towards the edge of the rims, but they, as you can see, they will do them. So there you go. Konica is the one who did this article, guys. So if you want to look it up in Konica, that'll help you to understand a little bit more about the Rockwell hardening. And by the way, that one there was a round punch. Normally they use, a lot of times besides that round, they'll have a diamond shaped punch, and that's what they use. And that tells them the steel that they're using, how good it is. So there you go.
I want you to see like two of those on a coin if you see it, because they'll test different parts of the same die to make sure that it's 68 hardness here and out here, not weaker.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's 2 or 3, Joe, but yes, at least 2 is usually the And in fact, now that you mention it, later in the article, I think I read, we have somebody on CoinOps channel on Facebook, Pete. What's Pete's last name? Oh, she just left. Pete. Pete is extremely, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. He did an article on it in Coin World. It might have been Coin World, or it might have been another coin manufacturing. But he has done a lot of studying on the Rockwell hardening, and he happens to be one of the mods in the CoinOp on Facebook. So
okay.
So is it like a bubble? Is it like a bubble or?
No, this is a punch,
It's a punch.
They use it, and what it is it's on a machine, and that machine is coming down, and it sets so much pressure, and that pressure you can take, and they can measure the pressure that is being put on the die. A lot of people don't realize when they're stamping coins, guys, we are talking tonnage of pressure. I mean, we're talking 40,000, 80,000 pounds of pressure going on these dies. That's why they wear out so quick, okay? Yeah. So with that, you take a press, and again, this press, it's like a hydraulic press, but there is a 35 to 100 metric tons, okay, of pressure. Now that's metric, and that's usually higher, but still.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
So if you find a coin like that, Blue Moon, it'll show up as a raised, like a bump or a triangle, like he was saying.
Yes.
So when you said bubble,
so a lot of people mistake errors from the mint for damage. I'm sure they do, because I'm sure I've done it. Where I've mistaken, things that I thought were outside damage after the mint, but they were actually mint errors. So this is the most important thing to learn, folks. Which one is an error from the mint and which one is outside damage? And it's that's what we're all doing.
And you're absolutely correct, B, because here's what I'd like, but I know it'll never happen for the simple fact I'm about to explain it. Brad probably sees, literally, guys, thousands of these coins, multiple thousands of made-up error coins, or an attempt to make them an error. But here's the deal, and I'll tell you what, I've never been there when this has happened, but I guarantee you this is how it goes. They bring it in. Oh, look at this. He says, listen, it was made. Somebody made that. Well, there ain't no way in hell they're going to let him keep it to show it on a station like this, a channel.
Robert,
right
we can make our own.
Swear up and down that they've got $1 billion coin that Brad's trying to steal from them. Do what?
That's
Brad?
called defacing the coins, Brad.
We can
You're
make
not
our
supposed to
own.
deface them.
One of these days,
fun.
we'll make a fake.
I may have
glass.
one. Let me look.
We'll make a fake
You
counter.
got a hammer too?
I used to have a box of coins that are just like that.
That would be cool to see, you know, the difference between, because I think that's what people really need to understand, you guys, and learn.
That's great, B, but the problem is the subtle differences. Sometimes you can't see them on a computer screen. You have to hold it in your hand with a glass, because on a computer screen, sometimes a picture can look inverted. You know, you'll look at it, you'll go, is that raised or is that sunk? And you can't always tell from the picture. So
I know that one. I want to feel it and see it with the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right. So what are you looking at, Alden?
Yeah. Oh, just curious.
Unmute yourself. No. You're muted.
What?
I'm looking to, I've got a vice job coin, and I thought it was in this book, but I'm hunting for it so I can show it. It was done with a vice, and somebody tried to pass it off as an error.
See, that's the thing, you guys. That's what everybody wants to know. It's hard to tell because I have a bunch of them, so I'm going to bring them next week. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm not sure whether it's damage or it's whatever, you know, it's from the mint. So that would be really cool for everybody to see because I have a bunch of them and I don't exactly know what they are. There's some, Brad, where you can see the lettering through, like you were talking about. You can actually see the lettering through. And I don't know what it is, you know, to be honest.
It'd be nice if you come in here. I need to get something.
Well, if
I couldn't find it.
If you want to know,
I'm sorry, bro.
Along those lines, take 3 Lincoln cents.
Okay.
Okay. Let's work with copper ones. Okay. Make sure they're pre-82. 3 Lincoln cents. Stack them up, and then take a. Do you have a handheld sledgehammer?
Of course.
Okay. Well, stack them up on a really hard surface like an anvil and whack the damn, and then look at the middle one. And that will be
okay.
Okay. That's what we call a gangbang error, because you put them all together and you bang them with a hammer, and the one in the middle gets impressions from the top and the bottom. And it kind of looks like an error coin, but it's homemade. And a lot of times you'll hit it hard enough that you actually make it a little larger. It'll expand a little bit. So
like a railroad, like the railroad when you put it under, you know, on the.
Yeah, but not nearly as.
And my dad told us never to do that. Never put it on the rail tracks. Yeah,
that's right. The engine might jump the track.
Exactly. And he said, "Don't do that." So I never did it. Nope. I don't.
Yeah, that penny's going to make it jump the track.
Yeah.
There it is. There's a die.
Okay, that's beautiful, Robert. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, look at that.
You're muted, Robert.
Okay, what I was showing Robert with this here is like, if this here was broke off, guys, that's where your cuds come from. However, and this is what they would test. And as I was saying, they would squeeze down here in different locations. But this is a die, guys, just to let you know, from the mint. They all have serial numbers so that they can match them up. If they have to touch up the die, they can touch it up. So,
do you happen to know what it's made out of, Robert? Do you happen to know if it's steel or?
Yeah, it's steel, hon. It's
all 100%.
I don't know the exact composition, and I'm not. I
gotta
am
be
not
hard.
certain. I'm not certain that it's not a closely guided. There, show Brad. I'm not certain that it's a closely guided secret. There you go, guys.
Yeah, they probably don't tell us. Yeah.
All right, what do I have here? And the answer is not 2 bullets and a donut.
That's
Okay,
what
I
I
don't
was going to
want to
say,
answer it
Brad.
from here. I want to let somebody else do it. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, I'm going to shut up. Enlighten us, Brad,
I was
please.
gonna say nothing.
It is an obverse die, a reverse die, and a collar.
Oh. Okay.
So that
Oh.
There you go.
this is what happened. It's hard for me to show it here, but this is
When
what
the-
happened.
We get it. We get it. Yeah.
That's
super
what happens
cool.
when they come together, all together.
Thank you, Brad. That's super cool. I've never seen that. That's super cool.
Yeah, everybody's got a die, but not everybody has a collar.
No.
Yes, that's very cool. I've
I
never
don't-
seen
Brad,
that.
bring that collar back. Bring that collar back.
I'm not
Show me
lucky
that
enough to
collar.
have either one.
Yeah, look at that
So
collar,
cool.
everybody.
Yeah.
See why they pulled that collar?
Yes.
No. This right here. That
I was looking at what looks like it chipped off the backside, not where they.
no, actually, that's where they took a torch
Oh, they burn
And-
it. Okay.
and they
Tried to fix
they
it.
burned it so that people couldn't use it for
Oh.
other reasons. But if
Oh.
you look,
Yeah. So they
if you
don't.
look,
yeah.
you can't see it, but inside the collar on the opposite side, there's reading, which shows that when the coin was struck, the planchet did not have reading, and it expanded into the edge of the collar, and that's what put reading on the coin. So these are dime dies and a dime collar.
Do you know
Probably
the
Very
year?
nice.
Probably
Very
from
nice.
the late,
Thank you,
the late
Brad.
1960s, I would guess.
Cool.
That's
Thank
cool,
you.
Brad.
I've never seen that stuff. Yeah, that's so cool. Because you're never going to see that, you guys. I mean, he's got it. That's cool. We're learning. Learning.
Okay.
You have to pass it down. You have to pass it down. Otherwise, the next generation doesn't learn. The next generation doesn't learn. It has to be passed down.
Okay,
Brad
Joe.
Compton says it's a toilet gasket.
Yes, that was where it was.
I know what that is.
Somebody said
Okay.
a toilet gasket. Yes, from a brass toilet from the shady side of an iceberg.
I'm putting it up to Joe. Joe, go ahead and show that coin that Ronald asked you to show.
There you go.
You're up, my friend. There we go.
Very cool.
That is cool. It's cool that you got both parts of it.
Right.
You guys showed this last week. This is the
Yes.
laminate peel. Is this the lamb peel?
Yep.
That's right.
Okay. We need more information, because I was kind of wondering, like, I have something that sort of looks like this, but I don't have the little piece that goes with it. I mean, that's crazy that they have the piece that goes with it. This looks like
Is it
it
not
was
over to me?
spun or something when it's spun or something. Spun.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I took in this here.
There's
I didn't
something
realize.
going on there.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize me pulling this up would take it away from you, Joe. So I apologize. I was just trying to get ready for the next one. This here was from one of our subscribers wanting to know what's going on. And
How do we know that the damage that we see was damage to the die?
Well, for
It's
one
very
thing,
simple.
looks to me like it was damage to the planchet, but because of the lettering on top of the marks,
Well,
I
the
was
lettering,
halfway
good.
clear.
Alden
Yeah.
got part of the answer right. The if you look at the lettering is on top of the marks. Let's look.
So it happened prior.
Right.
To the lettering.
So if it was
Okay.
a scratch, the scratch would go up over the top. Yeah, stop right there. See how that goes under the D in dollar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
now
we do.
and
we
the
know-
E,
we know it's not damage to the planchet because stop, go back. right there. Stop there. See all of that garbage between the E and the D? That is in the middle of the field. So if that was damage to the planchet, that would have been flattened out when it was struck, when the planchet was pushed up against the face of the die. And
Okay, that makes
if
sense.
you have, and this is one of those times that I said this was one of those things that's a optical illusion. You won't be able to tell, but in hand, you'll also see that ridge going between E and D is raised. You can tell, see the line that goes between the D, the I, the M, and down to the bottom of the E. You can see that that's a raised line, right? That right there.
So it
You
was
can tell that's
punched.
raised.
So
So
it was
raised,
punched once and then it was punched again.
no,
Uh,
no,
No? Okay,
no.
so how, Brad?
A raised line on a coin means that it was an indentation on the die. So this die was severely damaged and then used to strike coins. This
Right.
is very cool. What year is that dime? Do we have a picture of the obverse? 1989. Hey guys, take a look at your 1989 P dimes, because there's more than one out there that looks like that.
There's got to be, yeah.
That's very cool. That is a
That is
severely
cool.
Thanks, Mike.
severely
That's
damaged
cool.
die.
Yeah. That's very cool. Nice. Nice. Thanks, Brad.
You're
Just
welcome,
learned
B.
something. Thanks a lot.
I learn something every time we do this.
I know, me too. I didn't know this kind of stuff, but it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's like, exactly what he said.
So you just have to do the reverse thought. If it's raised on the coin, it's sunk in the die. If it's sunk on the coin, it's raised on the die.
Right. Like the Rockwell would come up as a raised.
So yes. So when you're figuring out where things happen in the minting process, you have to kind of know how many iterations they go from making a master to a working die. So it sometimes it takes a while to figure it out. That's a nice die crack. It looks like.
Heck yeah.
That's
That
sweet.
looks like a crack all the way through. Yeah, I mean, like pretty much almost all the way through.
Or was that a strike through?
Yes.
Hold on.
Let's find out, because I don't know.
I am not certain. The mass day you're out there, it looks to me.
Look at the rim up by the H.
Yep.
There. See the rim by Harper's? That's a strike through. That was a wire. I'll bet that was a wire that was yeah. That's not a die crack. Sorry.
Okay, Namaste, I am not certain. I have seen stuff like this, and I need to know. Without having it in hand, it becomes very difficult to attribute this in here. However, I have seen stuff just like this from rim to rim that unless it looks right, I would have thought it was a crack too, but by the same token, looking at it, and I'd have to have it in hand to know for certain, it could also be just a scratch from a knife, guys. I'm not certain that this is legitimate, okay?
Robert.
Really, Robert?
Robert.
Okay, he says that it's raised on the coin. Is the whole thing raised, Namaste, right here? Because that looks like a valley. And if this on the left side is raised, that's the valley, and there's nothing on the right, then this is a die.
Robert.
Somebody took a knife and cut it.
Wrong. That's a strike through. I'll bet you that Canadian dollar I lost earlier today.
I'm asking Namaste. He's a pretty fair person here. He said it's raised on the coin. The whole thing, I don't know. Would that
so it's raised, it's not indented.
If it's raised, that makes a difference.
Yeah, yeah. You can't
scroll
tell.
Scroll down, stop. Look at the O. Look at the O. Doesn't it look?
It went through it.
Raised.
Now, Namaste, answer me a question, please.
See, that's weird.
I know you say raised on the entire way down. My question, is it raised on the left side, right side, or is that their darkness a shadow, or is that incus where it could have
It's-
been cut by
I
a
would
piece?
guess, Robert, it's raised on both sides and a valley in the middle.
If there's a valley in the middle and it's raised on both sides, you're describing a complete cut.
No, I'm not. It's a strike through.
No.
But
Strike through would not have that. A strike through would not have anything raised.
it would push metal out to the side. See where it's flat in the field and it goes out to the side where the die face changes?
This is one of those you want to see in person.
Right.
Okay.
You want to see
Yeah.
that in person.
I can't tell.
Right.
Just
Namaste, you send that coin to me. I'll be happy to reimburse you on both ways and I'll return it to you. I'll do a video on it. I would know in hand if this here was done. I think this was done by somebody playing around with a knife.
No.
And I don't care what Brad says. And yes, Brad, I will bet you your dollar. But I'll be honest, I do not know until I have it in hand because this is one of them coins, like it or not. No, you are not going to take.
When you get it, I want you to bring it and show it to me.
I absolutely will be more than. I'd be proud to because I can't wait to take it to your face whenever you find out.
Man, you guys, take it.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys.
Paul Hampton.
I'll tell you what, guys.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm like, oh, turn the bank crack, baby. Now,
all right, guys. Listen. Hang on a minute. You guys are the experts, okay? And you guys are feuding between yourselves, and I haven't heard Blue's or Joe's opinion. But when I first looked at it, my first thought was a strike through. I may be wrong, but that was just my first impressions. But I'm not no expert. I'm a collector.
Alden,
so you guys fight it out. You guys fight it out.
I'm with you, Alden. I thought it was a strike through. I mean, that's just my.
Yeah, it's just my. You know,
opinion,
I've got a few strike throughs, and that's what it looked like to me. But it could be somebody with a pocket knife. You never know.
No.
Yeah, you never know.
No.
You got to see it in hand, but it looked like a strike through. How about you?
Yes, but hey, Joe, for which one of us?
Take your pick. I can't tell from that picture what's going on.
Eeny, meeny, miny, Brad.
That's
I
funny.
thought there was a die chip on top, but when you showed a different picture, that was gone, so that die chip's not there. So I don't know. I'd have to see it.
Yep, that's one of those that without it in hand, you can't tell for sure. But
Hey guys, I'm losing signal. If I get booted, I'll be back.
I think Namaste knows enough, though. I think he would know if that was a knife. I mean,
Very interesting that you have two differing opinions.
Right.
That makes it more interesting
that's right.
to me.
There's two different opinions here: the right one and Robert's wrong one.
Well,
it just makes it more interesting.
I have the same opinion as Joe Durbin. I'm just telling you what it looks like to me via the photographs, but there's no way I can tell, and I'm not giving it a definitive answer until I have it in hand and I can look at it, because I have seen coins that, man, in pictures, they look so good, the people send them to me, and as soon as I see them, it's like, dude, somebody took a knife to this coin. I mean, and Joe, I know me and you, here's the difference. Me and Joe have experienced a lot of this here to where people have sent it. I don't know how many people have taken a coin that's been cut and sent it to Brad at his shop. I know he gets them, probably regularly via email, but whether he can discern the difference, I don't know. But I know I've had people send them to me where they look almost identical to the photograph that Namaste just sent. And Namaste, I will send you an email and let you know where to send it. Like I said, I'd be happy to reimburse you. And yes, I do respect Namaste with his ability. But listen, I've even been fooled by photographs in the past. So that's why I don't want to give a definitive answer until I have it in hand. And then at that point, I'll be happy and I'll try and get a photograph to prove whatever decision I come up with.
Right.
And state your case.
All right, Robert, you want to show another one of my group of slides?
No, but we will.
Okay, never mind.
Hold on a second, guys. Let me get it set up. Okay, this is going to be this group. Well, that looks on.
Here we go.
Okay, I will here in a second. I just want to get it up. Okay, is it now? Okay, guys, here's the next one for Brad. I guess we're going to be looking at this right here.
Very good. And that is also a retained cud. You can see Letters of America still buried there deep inside. And it's not raised above the rim. Bus dimes. Now, I did not, Ronald, that's up to you. If you send it, we'll have to contact somebody and find out what their policy would be in slabbing both pieces and how they would do it. But happy to do it for you.
Take care, and I'll talk to you later.
They might not do it, and they might say that it was removed post-mint, and they won't put it in a holder.
Yeah. So if it was pulled off, it might not work. We'll find out. We'll send them some pictures and ask them some questions. As far as, go ahead, Robert.
I was just going to say, with the black field on the main coin, it looks to me like it was from a bad mix, and that's probably what they're going to look at. But as you guys have said, if it was pulled off, they will recognize that. Okay, go ahead. You can go back to this now if you'd like.
I would. Thank you. So if you're out there looking for cuds, bust half dimes. Now, I didn't take any pictures of my bust half dime cuds. They were someplace else when I was taking pictures the other day. Bust dimes, half dimes are very, very fertile areas of search. Bust quarters of the cap bust large size variety, there's a few, but there are no cuds in cap bust half dollars, but there are in drape bust half dollars. That's another fertile hunting ground. So, and nobody has ever been able to explain why there's no cap bust half dollar cuds when there are so many half dime, dime and quarter, other than the half dollars were struck in an open collar and the other coins were struck in closed collars. So that's the only explanation we have. Next picture in this group, Robert. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
1, 2, 3. This is an 1834 dime. And as you see, this is cutting out all over the place.
Right on.
Now, my mentor in bust coinage, Russ Logan, he had a theory that all of the bust coinage dies were used until they broke up like this. And the reason we don't see more cuds is with a survival percentage of just a few percent. His theory is that a lot of them have been lost to the ages, and we won't find any. But every now and then, a new dime marriage shows up with a cud that we didn't know about before. I've discovered a couple in my time period. So, but this is a rather well-known 1834 dime. So you can start looking at your 1834 dimes and at shows and seeing if you can find one like this. If you find a high-grade coin, I would dearly love to buy it from you.
I noticed she's counted to 3 in Deutsch.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, ja? Bist du eine Deutschliner, Fräulein?
When I was a little kid, I used to speak, and so I know a little bit. Yeah, I can hardly.
Eine kleine bist, ja? This is we already saw that one. That was the only two in
So
that
that's
group.
cool, Brad. I didn't know you spoke Deutsch.
What?
Sorry,
how about
I got
another-
booted, folks.
You got booted, Alden? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've got
don't
that.
show that one yet. That's the grand finale. All right.
Yeah.
This is
Look at that.
all right.
Or do you want it or don't you?
Never mind. It's up. All right. So cuds on the obverse are much, much, much rarer than cuds on the reverse.
And why is that, Brad?
Well, we
That's a
think
good
it's
question.
because the obverse was the anvil die and the reverse was the hammer die. And
That makes sense.
when things started to cut out, they had a tendency to fall out.
Brad,
Or
they
people noticed it more quickly on the obverse and changed the die out. But this is the granddaddy of all cuds for cap bus dimes. It's a full 4-star break, and there are only, well, I'm going to say there's less than 6 known with this cud.
Wow.
I own 2 of them at one time in the past of the total known. So that's the granddaddy. There's a
That's
really
impressive.
cool. There's a really cool 1834 with a cud at the base of the date that's very rare. Also, I don't have one. What's the next picture here, Robert? All right, there's an 1830 bust dime, and you can see the cut up there at stars 8 to 9. I found this coin, and this was the discovery coin for the cud on this particular die marriage. Many of the cuds are in very low grade. A lot of them, are lost to time. If you look at star 7, there's actually a small interior cud going for the tip of star 7 to the cap. And then the other part of the die crack is coming out at the top of the head to the edge of the top edge of the cud that's there. So there was another piece across the top of the cap that was getting ready to come out. So I'm sure they retired this die before that happened.
It wasn't that big of a deal back then.
That's nice.
Well, no, they were just trying to pound things out.
Exactly. Thank you.
Dies were a very expensive product of the early mint, so they used them just as long as they could.
As long as they could, yeah. And people didn't care if they found them like that. If they found the coins like that,
No, it was a
they didn't
dime. They
care.
spin it. They didn't care.
Right.
Look at the neat coins that we've seen today that were modern coins. They weren't gem BUs. They were all worn coins. They were out in circulation. They were being spent until some collector went, hey, that's cool. I think I'm going to pull that out.
Exactly.
Where it happened, who found it, how many there are, all that kind of stuff became more important. When it wasn't important back then. Yeah. But it's fun now. It's so much fun now. It is. It's a lot of fun to find them. Because like I said, people really don't know if it's environmental damage, it's damage due to somebody doing it to it, or it's the mint. And they just look at it and go, oh, there's something wrong with
It
this.
could
And they
be
don't know.
Robert's coin slasher out there.
Could be.
That's right.
So
Very
no.
good.
I've got a question for Brad. If you got a moment, I found it's in my collection, but I have a almost perfect halftime cat buzz, but it's been shellacked. Is that something that was common during that time, or
1960s.
Blackbird.
I even know that, Alden. Come on. I know that.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, was it
Yeah,
common?
that's
I
only
know that it
because
was
you've been
done. But
slacked a
Yes.
couple of times. Yeah, that's
It is very common from back in the 60s, Alden. Let me tell you right now, go buy you a can of denatured alcohol. That's what
Okay.
you'll need, denatured alcohol, and you can get every bit of that shellac, if it is shellac, off.
It's shellac.
However, if it's varnish, you won't touch it.
No, it's not gonna.
How about pure
Marine
acetone?
varnish.
Will that do the varnish?
Well, the varnish, boy, it'd take forever and a day, and it may not. It depends on that varnish, it depends on what they made the varnish out of, and whether they went into a polyurethane. So
Are you talking about marine varnish?
Yeah, because it's a
gold
beautiful
varnish?
coin. I mean, it's in
It's all-
awesome shape. If it didn't have the shellac, varnish, whatever's on it, it would probably be an MS coin.
I know that varnish was made, guys, way back when, and I mean way back when.
Boat
So
varnish. It was for boats.
okay, but varnish, the way they make varnish, like I said, you'll know whether it's I have had Lincoln scents that they took and they varnished the whole set, and I'll be honest with you, I took and I bought them from a dealer because he figured they were all wasted and destroyed. I bought them for a little bit of nothing, and I can tell you right now, they all come out. You don't have to rub them or nothing.
Right.
It'll totally dissolve all by its lonesome, Alden. So just take it. All you got to do, put the coin in. It's got to be denatured alcohol. That's stronger than regular alcohol. Okay.
Right, right.
Just put it in a container, like a glass container. Cover it so it don't evaporate out, and just let it go. It will literally decompose it to where it'll break down the shellac, and you won't have to touch it, and the coin will come out.
But don't clean your coins. Don't
That's
clean your
right.
coins, you guys.
That's
Find
I
out.
will give that a shot. I'll give that a try. 'Cause
Hey,
it's a beautiful coin.
Robert, ask your
Yeah.
your son why I'm not being able to post in the comments now.
Nobody.
Did you get blocked, Brad? Did you get blocked?
I got blocked, I think.
Hold on, I'm looking to see something here. Do you have the right chat? Which chat are you trying to use?
The comments section.
Okay, well, Brad, we have one in StreamYard and we have one on YouTube. Which one are you
That's
trying
right.
to use?
I think YouTube.
The private or
Oh,
the
No,
Mine's working.
I just tried to post something. Yeah, I'll try again.
That's weird.
Okay, that one posted. I must have just had a glitch in the internet.
You probably took in.
Our
you probably
GPS
just didn't
wasn't
do it
working
right.
yesterday
Remember,
at
you are a
all.
little technical
GPS.
difficulties there with you. So
In this state, it wasn't working. GPS wasn't working yesterday, so I don't know. There's stuff going on. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Brad, are you a technical difficulty?
he
Yeah,
is.
there
Yeah.
it happened. I must have had an internet glitch because everything posted now. So
It was a glitch in the matrix, Brad.
did you see that 9mm round go by?
Yep.
That was a 45. That wasn't no damn 9.
Oh, that was a little itty bitty thing. I know the difference.
Huh? No, I am done with my emails. Joe, do you have more?
I got a couple more from Ronald.
I'm out. Huh?
I got a couple more from Ronald. You bet.
Okay, if you want to share it.
I want to see
Yeah,
them.
guys, we're at 4:30, so we got a half an hour. So let's go back to Joe. Let Joe show what he's got, guys, and we're gonna go from there. So there we go. Oh, that top one, I know that was burnt by a cigarette. No, just kidding, guys. I see the ink error. Just messing with you.
Well, you want to explain that one, Robert?
Which one?
The one on
That's what
top.
I say.
I was gonna say there's
L.
two of them there.
The L. Well, explain both of them, smarty pants.
Well, the bottom one, I'll be honest with you, I don't know that I can explain the bottom one. The top one, I mean, the bottom one, look like they bleached out. The top one, there was another bill that is no longer here, and you could potentially locate the second bill, but there was another bill that was on top for the primary inking. There is, guys, whenever they print bills, there's more than one pass at the ink press. And as you can see, the numbers there, they are printed afterwards, after the main print. And the green and the number 12, they're done on a secondary pass. So the top one just had another bill that was covering it, or a piece of paper of some type.
During the second printing.
Second or first?
I think probably second. Didn't they print the reverse, the back first?
I'm not.
Anyway.
Well, I'm thinking.
Okay, it was obstructed before the third printing.
It was obstruction. Let's put it that way. Okay,
Right.
if there's obstruction. Now the bottom one. Go ahead, Brad, because I think it was just bleached. But you go for it.
I'm kind of thinking that too. Although there's an outside chance it could just be insufficient ink. That's one you're going to have to look at in hand. But I'm kind of running towards.
He's in.
Although the seal doesn't seem to be very faded.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's why I think it was insufficient ink.
So it could be insufficient ink in the second printing.
I believe that's what it is, because the number and the seal haven't really faded. If you compare it to the first one, it's about the same depth. So if it was bleached, you'd think it would bleach everything, not just the
Those
background.
are different inks, though, too. So
No, that's
have to
true.
see that
but my opinion is low ink, though.
I agree with you all, and I like what you're saying. But man, that paper's awful damn white.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly, Robert. It's whiter than
Somebody, whoever the ink person was, fell asleep.
they were
But that's what it looks like to me.
Again.
Low ink, huh?
Well,
Low
yeah,
ink.
I was saying low ink. I would say I'd like to see that one under paper from a company.
To make sure
I do have, by the way, guys, I do have.
I'd like to have a grade. Yeah, I'd like to see a grader's opinion on that one, but that's what it looked like to me, and I've got quite a bit of currency. So.
It looks like it was washed in the washing machine with bleach. Exactly.
That could
But
be
like
too.
you said, the other print with the letter and the other stuff is darker, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, the seal and the number looked right. So I
Oh,
don't,
this is one of my favorites.
wow.
Okay, guys, this is from Mark A. He took and found this, and man, I tried to get it from him. That's a beautiful one.
It
There's
is.
what
It's
is,
the
guys.
prettiest one I've ever saw.
It's like crazy. Yeah. It's like crazy.
That's what your reverse will look like on that string of a
Wow.
card.
So wait,
Ah.
it's like that. It won't do a reverse too.
So like pushed it
How did-
through. Pushed it through.
I was going to say, how did that get even out of the mint?
All
looking
right,
like now?
come on, people. Let's think about it.
Okay, well, first off, real quick, this is the only one he said he's been able to find that has taken and been sold, which right here, you can see for the same coin. So that gives you an idea of how much money that thing is worth. But I just wanted to show that. I mean, he sent that along with the coin.
Okay,
But
leave that up
Yeah.
for a minute, Robert.
I was about to, because I know you've got a great story you're going to tell, because Bobby's already asked me why. So go for it, Brad.
Okay, so think about it for a second. The obverse die is missing a third of it, right? Somebody say right.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that is an empty void, and metal will flow to the area of least resistance. So when this coin was struck, the metal flowed towards the obverse and never got compressed. And that's why you've got a big lump on the obverse and this indentation on the reverse, because the metal went the other direction.
I agree.
That makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It got pushed. It's like it got pushed.
Sure.
It's weird how,
Squashed and
It's-
then pushed.
yeah, well, it's weird how you look at a coin and then you got to reverse your thinking to know how it happened with the dies. That's crazy, but it's cool.
That's the first thing I do is flip it over and see what the
Oh.
damage is on the other side, if there's any damage at all.
Quit moving the damn things.
That's what I
know
look for.
people I've gotten.
I don't know what he's talking about. Robert, I don't know what he said. Okay, so that's what it looks like to me, Brad. It looks like it was smushed, like it was literally smushed and like that. That's what it looks like. But
You can answer almost any question about minting coins with Play-Doh.
I
Go
love
out to
Play with
Kroger's and buy a can of Play-Doh and play with it. If
and
you
then
squeeze it,
smush it.
if you squeeze it between your fingers, the Play-Doh shoots up in between your fingers, right?
Right.
So in between your fingers is the missing obverse die. So the Play-Doh goes right up through your fingers there. That's what had happened here. It went from the reverse. And if you look at it very closely, you'll see on the edge of where the cud is on the reverse, it flows. The metal flows down into the hole.
Sounds good. I think he's right. I mean, action, reaction, or whatever you want to call it. So
Yes,
this
for
does
every
this,
action,
what
there
it-
is an equal and opposite reaction.
Exactly. It's called physics.
Very good.
I love physics. I don't seem like it, but I do.
Yep, Deputy, I do spend a lot of time with Play-Doh.
What's he
God, I
saying?
love it.
Okay, guys, I got a couple more that was sent to me.
Okay, Deputy, I have a quick question for you. Since you know something about Play-Doh, what was Play-Doh originally made for? The toy is a byproduct. What was it originally made for?
Clean soot off of.
John Ruck is half right.
Oh. Well, there's Play-Doh and there's Silly Putty. Do you remember
No,
Silly Putty
no.
was different?
Silly
well,
putty was for people like you, B, to eat and be silly.
No. People ate Play-Doh. We didn't eat Silly Putty. They ate Play-Doh.
Okay, John Ruck is kind of right. It was, okay. Play-Doh originally was made to remove dirt and stains from wallpaper.
That's the hardest thing to do is remove stains.
Okay, yeah.
Can we get back to coins now?
Oh, God, yes. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, now, first off, this comes from Del Marlis. Del Marlis, I hate to tell you, this is not a post-64 CUD in AU condition. Anybody want to take and explain why it's not?
I can hardly see.
No.
Well, sure it is.
What do you mean sure it is?
It's post 1964. It's actually
I apologize. Yes, I know.
Come on, Grandpa.
I know what
Grandpa.
it is.
When did they start putting P mint marks on the quarters? That was in the
82?
82. So it has to be
81 or
82 or newer.
Yeah, well, it's a 1983. I already know that CUD.
Right. That
All
cud. Very famous cud.
Yep, as Joe just said. And hey, Brad, do you
Yes,
want to
sir?
dispute it? Go for it. Go ahead.
What?
I said, do you want to dispute it?
No, I said it had to be post 1982 or newer. All right, there you go.
Delmar, let's go look that up, my friend. Yours is at a different, it is a little bit different stage, but let's go to look at your reverse. Here's my reverse, Delmar. Listen, I want to note to the left side there, everybody, right over in here.
There's a great retain cut on the reverse.
Well, that's why I want to go. Let me go back and see, because I know he's got a reverse as well of his. And ta-da, there it is. I can't take him right here.
Look at that.
So there you go, Del Marvelous. Yours is a 1983 die cut.
Robert, scoot the picture up a little bit so that the plus and minus isn't sitting over the edge of the coin there. Can you do that? Yeah. All right. And then see the void area there from about 5:30 to about 7:30.
5:30. Oh, are you talking about?
No. Yeah, right there. Right back down. Back down. Yeah, there. That's the area that didn't get struck up on the reverse because all the metal was running to the obverse where there was no die.
Huh. That's cool.
Remember the Lincoln cent we just saw?
Yep.
Same principle here.
Yep.
You're welcome, Del Marvelous. And yeah, the only reason I knew that, Del, because I say I've got one, and as you just seen with me sharing on my own, well, on this one here, the guy cut on it. Yeah, it's identical to it. So, and that one there, you could, I mean, I could show it under the scope, but I don't know. I don't think I can get it. That shows it pretty good. I think
that shows it real well, Robert. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, there you go, guys. So, voila!
B got mad at left.
I just wanted to get back to there. So there you go. Okay, now I've got one more that I need to share. I don't know if it's going to still share, but there you go, Del Marvelous. I hope that is good for you. And now this one here, it's okay. This is from Florida Lena. She says, "Not my coin." Nice double clip, and right here's the Blakesley effect on part of it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, I'm just wondering there, Alden. Oh, I can't. Okay. That's the only way to get rid of that plus and minus on it. 1980 what, guys?
I like your comment, Nix. I agree.
How does she know? She's driving. She can't see. Okay, Robert, you're going to tell us what year it is?
I have no flipping clue.
Oh, okay. I thought you had the answer.
No, I don't. This year, all I know, this came, Florida Lena sent it to me. She said, "Not my coin." Whoever's coin this is, if you're out there and you talk to Florida Lena and you send her the photograph, if you know the year, fine. I'm guessing, guys, that this is a 1982. Only because the reason I say it's an 82 is because there's something real close right here, but I'm not positive. And down here,
Robert, from the style of the 8, I would have guessed 1982 also.
Well, I'm thinking 82.
But
and
looking at the can we look inside the clip part? It looks like it's all copper, so it has to be 82. Huh?
I don't have no. They don't. Just the obverse reverse.
Whoever owns it, it kind of looks like it's newer than 1980.
Oh.
Alden just got eaten alive.
No, that wasn't Alden. I think that was Joe.
Oh, Joe. Robert Bruce says 82 small date. Okay.
If anything, Robert Bruce, I'd say 82 large date. I mean, it's just by looking. I could be wrong. It's hard to tell with this photograph. I don't know. Either way, it could be a large or small date. I mean, I don't know.
Wasn't me either, Joe.
I don't know.
It wasn't me. I ain't got a dog.
I'm at work. I
don't either. I got a cat and he don't bark.
Jamin, I tend to agree with you. It looks like a large date to me just by the letters and everything else. I mean, because I remember almost every 82. This here we is a little mushy, but I could be wrong.
Well, the Wii's a little mushy because of the Blakesley effect.
Well, I know, but still, it's the fatness of the lettering and everything. If you look at
Now,
the
are
new
you
two
fat
large-
shaming the letters now, Robert? Come on.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
I
okay.
absolutely am. I'm allowed to. I am overweight right now, so there. I can fat shame as much as I want. So there. Okay, guys. Let's see. I think that's all we have now. I'm gonna stop sharing because I want to go back and look.
Did you show all the photos I sent you today?
Yes, I did.
Robert? Okay.
Yes, I did.
I got a couple more to show here.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
send her to Joe then. And I want a real quick shout out. Thank you very much, Mark A, for sharing your.
No, you didn't, Robert.
That's what I just said. I wanted to shout out to Mark A and thank him for sharing his die cut with us. Thank you.
Yeah, Mark Hayes was #1 fella. I think the world of it.
Thank you all for the photos and stuff today. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Nothing, Nick. It's just Brad is fat shaming everybody. He's wanting everybody to think that it's bad to be fat. Let's let Joe give it to Joe. Go ahead, Joe. There we go.
That's the reverse of that bill, that low ink or bleached looking one.
Oh, okay.
That's the other side of it.
If this, then I agree with Ronald. It has to be low ink.
Oh, I can show the whole bill again real quick. Hang on. So there's the rest of it.
Okay. Man. See, I don't know much about currency. That's why I have to take and leave it up to you guys.
And these are from Polly.
Oh,
So we got a nickel.
Centered planchet.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
That's my first guess. It looks like it.
An 83D.
Can't tell.
I would say, I mean, I don't know. You'd have to weigh it.
Hmm.
And you
Hey,
better have
Robert,
it.
I sent you the other pictures that you said you didn't have, Robert, to the same account I sent the ones this
Oh.
morning.
I don't know what he's showing here.
Touch it.
He sent a few pictures. I'll just keep scrolling through them.
Interesting. Wow.
Hmm.
Look at that.
We put it under videos for point.
Hey, Robert, look at those pictures. That's strike doubling there, isn't it?
Hold on. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Well, no, that's the true double die there.
Oh,
Are you
the
seeing
A, the
notches?
top of the A.
Top of the
Yeah.
A, the I.
Yeah, that's a true double die.
Oh, yeah, it sure is.
The hell year is that coin?
83D.
That's a cool
Wow.
find. That's a really
Yeah.
cool
Oh,
find.
go
yeah.
back one. Okay,
There's
never
more
mind.
happening to that damn thing.
That's really cool. Let's just see.
83 Denver.
Wow. Wowee. Yeah.
Sure as beat the crap, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is kind of neat.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
I've never
real
seen
cool.
one like that. Never
Huh.
seen one like that. That's very cool. Yeah.
I think it's really cool. Yeah.
You can see the original where it was supposed to be and then where it was and then what, Yeah.
Hold on a second, guys.
Okay. It's very interesting though. Never seen one like that.
Me neither. And that's the problem I'm coming up with.
Yeah, I've never seen one like that.
I don't think that's legit, guys.
Oh,
Show me all your photographs, Joe. Let's go through them slower, okay?
Right. The only one I really seen that A had a nice notch. Well, here.
Okay, right here. Now, stop right there a second, because here's the problem. Look at that beautiful notch on the A, okay?
Yes.
Why do you not have it, Joe, on any other point?
That's what I was wondering. None of the other ones have it. Not even the other A's.
Right.
One.
That's
The
not.
other A's don't? Okay.
somebody somehow, some way has manufactured. This is not a genuine. I love the coin. I'd like to have it in hand to look at, but this is not legit, guys. This here, I don't know what they've done, but I can tell just because the A. Show me another photograph, Joe.
Okay, hold it. Stop right there. Leave it right there. This almost reminds me of a double struck coin.
That's what I'm thinking.
This is the kind of doubling you see. Look at the S and the T here, the A.
I see what you're saying, Brad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it
On older bus coins, that's kind of the look you get sometimes when a coin is double struck. You know, with very, very little offset.
Okay, let me ask you a question, everybody. Let's look at that. Don't move that picture. On the T, all the T's. Why do they look like flowers or the top of a tree?
Palm tree.
like a palm tree.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
why? That ain't
Robert-
right, guys.
I don't know. It's just...
That is not correct. I'm telling you, that is somehow, I don't know yet, but somehow that's not legit. I can't, I don't know what the heck it is, but it's not kosher.
So you're saying it's Jewish?
It could be. Who knows?
Or it's not? No, it's
I'm
not
thinking
kosher.
it might just be Chinese. Might be Mandarin.
No, that's not Mandarin.
It could be.
No,
Yeah, it could.
it could, but it's not.
It ain't. I can tell you right now, that's something ain't right. It's just not right.
Right.
Well, there's something not right with you either, but
But I'm not trying to tell you.
Ooh.
There. Yeah, see up there, guys? That this should be first and foremost. There, stay right there a second, Joe. This here, look at that guy. Hey, Joe, can you take it down below at the plus? Can you just blow it up a little bit with your plus sign?
Yeah.
keep going.
There's
Keep
nothing
going.
wrong with the Monticello billing or the Monticello billing. There's nothing wrong with that, correct? It's just the lettering on the edge. That's weird.
Here's another one I'd really like to see in hand.
Yeah.
Right.
It's weird.
Like I said, the T's, guys, of United States. I mean, even the top of the, they're not square, they're not straight.
I know that's why I think it's
look at the T of Monticello. It's the same way.
Right.
And 5 cents. It's
that's
just
why
weird.
I think it's good.
Good what? Look at the T cents.
That's why I
Monticello.
think it's a real error.
Okay, describe the error to me then.
I think it's double struck.
Full steps too.
Man, I'll tell you what, guys. Like I said, I'm just a collector, but I hate to agree with Brad twice, but I think it's a double struck as well.
Me too.
But that's just my opinion.
I'm not an expert either.
Who owns this coin?
Paul Hampton.
Ah,
Hampton does. Okay.
I think this coin's worth a certification fee.
It's worth another look at. Definitely. I've never seen anything like it. Never.
Okay, first off, it
I
can't
haven't
be
either.
correct in my opinion, guys, because why would not? No offense, it's not like printing of currency. Every bit of what you're looking at is on the same die. So if it was double struck, you would have doubling on Monticello itself.
You would think so.
okay.
You would
You
think
make
so,
sense. That
Robert.
makes
But
sense.
I'll tell you what, I've got bus coins that show doubling very plainly on portions of the coin and not other portions, and I can't explain it. It's just
Monticello, there's too much going on.
hold it,
I
Robert. Look at 4:56 p.m. Even Nick agrees with me.
Why? Well,
And she disagrees with me just for the hell of it, usually.
And she's an expert at his BS. So
This is one we can go back to the dollar bet as far as I'm concerned.
I think
Pay
this is
to
what
have
the
it attributed.
This is
can't
worth a
wait to see what
certification
this thing-
fee.
I agree.
Well, there you go,
All right.
Polly. Send
Hey,
it.
Robert,
What?
does anybody really know what time it is?
Yeah, 3 minutes till closing time.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
There you guys. Back to the.
Polly, that's an interesting coin to say the
It's cool.
least.
It's
Paulie,
cool.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
I love it.
I like it too because it drums up a shit ton
Yo,
of
Paulie, I think you got it
It
there. I
does.
think it's the right thing, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
Polly said, I'm going to send in something that's going to flip them all out. Well, guess what? It worked.
Yeah, I
Well,
can
at
tell you right
least
now,
it flipped
Paul.
us
I
out
don't
and
know
not
if it's
off.
legit, but it is definitely worthy
conversation
of
piece.
discussion. Yeah, exactly. Nice conversation. What is the topic next week? Okay, Nick, what do you want it to be? Your
The-
turn to pick the
Nick
topic.
is in charge. Nick is in charge of the presentation next week.
She's
and
in charge
she'll
of
be
the
doing it
topic for
on-
next week. She's in charge of the topic for next week. So there you go.
There you go.
Oh, Nick.
25 or 6 to 4.
Okay, guys, listen. Yeah, we're going to wrap this up. It is 2 up. I've got to take a night. Yeah, I got places to go, people to meet, things to do. Well, Nick, figure it out and let me know by tomorrow. How's that? Fast enough?
I don't know. Come on, Nick. Come up with something quick. We got to
Well,
tell
we're not
everybody.
great.
Your turn, Nick. I came up with one. It's your turn.
Oh, gold. What kind of gold? Come on, Nick. What kind of gold?
You know what? Dye deterioration could be part of what is the problem with that last coin that was Polly's.
Super interesting. Super interesting.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
If that-
thinking about it after this.
Hey,
that's
Robert.
one of the coolest coins I've seen as far as differences.
I,
Nick just said pre-33 gold. How's that?
Good
Share
luck.
your pre-33 gold next week.
Okay.
And Nick, you got to come up with something. And if you don't have a piece, you need to buy one.
What in the hell did it go to? No, I know. Yeah, I got a nice. I got some gold brad from a shipwreck I can share.
Ooh.
I want to see it. You know, I want to see it.
Okay.
I want to see all of it.
Hey, guys, I got to bounce.
So do I, Joe. So let me
See ya.
Joe. You say goodbye. Take it to Joe. Let him
Joe,
say
you
goodbye.
start.
Give his own. There you go.
Thank
Go,
you,
Joe.
everybody. Thanks for all the photos stuff today. That was good talk. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed seeing all the different stuff. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great.
We love you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Okay, Alden, your turn.
All right. Well, everybody, I learned a lot this week, and I've got probably more questions than answers. But great discussion, great talk. Glad everybody made it, and have a great one, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Alden. Blue, go for it, honey.
Hey, everybody. It was good to be here again. I had a great time. We're learning a lot. And it seems like everybody's getting a little more relaxed and we're learning how to, talk about all this kind of stuff. And I'm just so excited to talk about more. And that was a cool coin, Polly. Right on. Never
Blue,
seen one
don't-
like it.
Blue,
Thank you.
Don't take off, Blue, because I want to talk to you after.
Bye,
the show.
guys.
Okay, go with Brad. Okay, bud.
Yo, I agree. Paulie had the best coin today. Congratulations. Still want to know more about it. That might be worth a fee to send it into one of the grading services. But thank you all for participating. It was great that we got a bunch of images from people listening today. Keep it up and get some images in of your pre-33 gold for next week. Thank you again for coming. Have a good day. And Robert, back to you.
Okay, thank you, everybody. It's been fun. Today was exceptionally a good, fun show. We hope you share this out to other people. Let them know, we try to have a good time. We don't know the answer to everything right away, but we will try and find out for you guys because sometimes a photograph just don't tell enough of the story. However, next week we'll be right back here. Tomorrow, Joe Gervin will be doing, I know he never got a chance to say it, but he'll be doing a sale. He'll be doing a sale for $10 at, I believe it's 3 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Then we will be live doing a sale at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So take care, everybody. We appreciate you. Love y'all. See you back here next Thursday at 3 o'clock for the Coin Ops podcast. So if you happen to be looking at coins between now and then, everybody, happy hunting. Good night, all.